Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan Battle video. So we have the announcement of when the Saiyan Day character is going to be shown. There is a Dokkan now that's going to happen in 2 days. So kind of, that is pretty early. I mean, the character comes out on the 18th, and they're showing them on the 14th? I guess it's because they really don't like to, a lot of times, they really don't like to do stuff during the weekend, right? So, I guess because that does seem a little early, right? Like, the character's going to release on the 18th. Like, it's not like, oh, it might release on the 18th, or it could, or maybe it'll be here or there. No, it's going to be on the 18th. So, I mean, we're going to see this character a good 4 days ahead of time. Is kind of surprising to me. Now, I mean, we don't know who it could be right now. A lot of the community is really thinking that we could see a Super Saiyan 3 iteration, since EGL Dragon Fist is getting his Super EZA. I'm sure that the Dokkan Now will show us details of that, which definitely could be very fun. But here's the thing. While I do agree that they easily could do a Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, or a Super Saiyan 3 Broly, or Angel Super Saiyan 3 Goku, who I would love, maybe from the fight against Janemba, or maybe even a Goku that has, like, the kind of the iconic transformation, you know, that he does against Majin Buu. You know, any of those could definitely be on the table. But based off of the way Goresh translated the JP producers letter, where it said that they are going to be released sequentially, and if I mention something like that, I really should show it on screen, so hold on. Alright, so here's Goresh's translations of, again, the JP, kind of like producer's letter. I don't know what to call it. I think they just call it Dokkan News, right? But, you know, JP producer's letter, you guys get it. So again, Goresh translated as in sequential order. Now, I remember when Goresh translated some of the details when they talked about the 9th anniversary and it being super, and Goresh kind of just pointed out that it doesn't necessarily mean it has to be Dragon Ball Super related. That the way they said it, it could potentially, you know, have been just vaguely about Super in general. You know, so we'll see with this sequential thing. I would assume what this means is that, I mean, we don't know if they're going to do a Super EZA every major celebration. But I think that they easily could, because, I mean, we're already, you know, they said LRs and Dokkan Fest, you know, we're already 100 plus. So if they just simply did a Super EZA in every celebration, like, they'll never catch up, right? Like, I think Super EZAs, I've said, are just like burst mode, where it's just going to be an easy way for Dokkan to give us more content in kind of a fun way, because we take an old character and make them relevant again. And you know, it's going to allow them to kind of beefing up these celebrations a little bit. Like Dokkan really only does just get better and better. But my guess is that, you know, we would see Dragon Fist, you know, get his Super EZA for this celebration. And then I don't know about Global. I would assume Global is just going to be a little bit in limbo for a bit until the sync happens. But then, like, the next celebration for JP at the start of April, we could see, you know, Tech Cell or STR Broly, you know, like, get their Super EZA. Like, I think we could see now moving forward, you know, every celebration we get, you know, a major EZA, like an LR or a Dokkan Fest or something like that. And then we also have a Super EZA to go with it. So that's going to be really cool. So we should see details about that. Again, we should see full character kits and details, because they often tend to not do data downloads and various things during the weekend. I think we'll probably even see the data download happen either the 14th or the 15th as well. Now, this is only announced right now on Global. So we'll see how JP plans to reveal this info. Maybe they'll release a video, or they'll do a short stream or something. I'm sure it'll be announced very soon if this is going to be right here. Now, again, in terms of the character that we can expect to see for Saiyan Day, it is tough, because there really is so many picks we still could get. I mean, look at Super Saiyan 4 Goku, right? We don't, like, this LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku is from the fight against Baby, but some of the iconic shots of Super Saiyan 4 Goku from that fight are not used in the LR. Goku, like, his initial transformation wasn't used. Goku's the first 10 times Kamehameha he does in front of the Earth, like with him in front of the Earth, wasn't used. I mean, that almost assuredly would be an active skill. So I think that, that Super Saiyan 4 Goku could be a possibility. Another major possibility I see is like a UI Goku. Now, I'll keep mentioning this. Eventually, it's going to pan out, and we're going to get UI Goku and Jiren. But both UI and Jiren from their initial fight, that fight is untouched in terms of the animations used. So we definitely could see a UI Sign Goku. Like, kind of Tournament of Power team is kind of crazy right now, since Mastered UI and Evolution Blue Vegeta were moved to top 5 level. And then STR UI and Blue Kaioken and Evolution Blue Vegeta are also, vaguely like kind of like top 10 level. So like that team is crazy. So like if we got like a UI Goku who led tournament participants or Universal's Rival Saga along with something else, that could be very big. One major pick I personally would love, I'm waiting for this guy right now. You Vegeta fans know how fire it'll be. Super Saiyan Vegeta from the fight against Android 19. Oh my god, dude. People talk about his initial transformation into Super Saiyan as being one of their favorite moments in the series. And it was fire. Like, it was great. That, like, Vegeta going Super Saiyan, and then he kind of, like, reaches his hand out in front of his face. Like, bro, like, that would be a fire intro, man. That would be kick-ass. I would love that. Because Super Saiyan Vegeta, like, just, Super Saiyan Vegeta doesn't have a Dokkan Fest. Yeah, there's this guy, but that's not, that's not what we're talking about. So, like, I think that would be a great one. Of course, I mean, I think, if they're going to do Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, yes, I am completely on board with that. Because both Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, and we could talk about Super Saiyan 3 Broly here, I mean, there's no guarantee we're going to get new versions of those characters. These are very, very old characters in Dokkan at this point, right? This is kind of before animations started to get very good, right? Like, sure, we get, like, this Awakening is semi-recent. This was in, 2021? But, like, all these characters, like, this guy was in 2017. This guy was in 2017. Like, they haven't really jumped into that type of stuff. So I do think that would be very sick. Broly, by the way, there's still a lot they could do with him. I think maybe Wrath Broly would be pretty cool too. Because remember, Power of Wishes last year during the 8th anniversary, like, it wasn't that good at the start. And then they spent a year buffing the shit out of that. We could see a similar thing with Super Bosses. I don't see why they couldn't just drop Wrathful Broly as the Dokkan Fest right here. Make him good. And bam, like, that's a Super Bosses buff. It works perfectly for Global, because you could have Wrath Broly going into LR Broly, for the anniversary. And then obviously it works good for JP as well, because it's another addition to Broly's team. Basically every single character that comes out is on Broly's team too, which is what's funny. But that would be great. I would love Wrath Broly to get his second card. This is a guy who, I mean, it seems like right now their plans are for Dokkan Fest exclusives and LRs, which this guy is not. So this guy might not get a Super EZA. This is one of the victims. People, might not have been around. Back then, we did not look at this guy EZAing as a bad thing. When it was like, oh shit, he's EZA. Like, there were so few EZAs at the game at the time. It was very exciting. I mean, now in hindsight, it does kind of suck doing immediate EZAs like that. But that was still a very, very fun time. I would love to see Wrath Broly get a major character. Bardock. I've seen a lot of people talk about the idea of like a Bardock and Goku, kind of like what Legends got. Legends has that terrifying monster, that Bardock and Goku from the Legends story dominating the game. That would be cool for Dokkan. Like a what if Bardock and Goku character, I think would be fantastic. I would definitely be down with that if they did that. It could potentially be a low-class warrior character, too, to buff this Bardock. This Bardock certainly doesn't need it. I do think he could be a little bit solid if he did have a consistent low-class warrior character who could sit with him so he could get some of those additional supers. And then, Bardock with a couple additionals in base, then in Super Saiyan, he could be very formidable. But, I mean, the thing is, I'm long past the point of thinking, like, oh, if this character just gets this buff, it's easier to just assume that they're dead forever, right? Like, oh, you weren't, top amazing on release. Yeah, you're not getting the help, buddy. Sorry, it ain't coming. And then, of course, Goku for, UI, Angel, Super Saiyan 3, I think is another good one we get. Yeah, because look at this. I mean, Angel, Super Saiyan 3, like, this is, 2017, like, wait. I actually, off the top of my head, I don't remember when this guy came out. Let's double check. Oh, the page crashing? Oh, good. Yeah, he did come out with Angel, Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Okay. Yeah, because this is the Baba Shop character that then, awakened when that Goku came out. Okay, cool. That was a crazy Saiyan day. They dropped this guy as the Dokkan Fest and a Mass Saiyan on the banner as well. Nuts, right? So, okay. Let me know what you guys would like to see. Number one pick for me, man, the Bardock and Goku, if they were low-class warrior, would be really interesting. Wrath Broly I like against Super Saiyan Vegeta. I really would love to see that Super Saiyan Vegeta. I don't really think... I feel like it'll be one of these four characters, Broly, Vegeta, Bardock, and Goku. They could do a Trunks, or maybe Rose, or Baby, or, Gohan, or something like that. They could. I mean, people will say, well, they're not pure Saiyans. It's like, yeah, but they're still Saiyans. Like, they're Super Saiyan and shit. Like, they could drop Super Saiyan 2 Gohan for Saiyan Day. I don't think people are going to be like, what is this? Like, people are going to be hyped, right? But my guess is that it will just be one of these four. Every year, Saiyan Day has been one of these four characters. Broly, Vegeta, Bardock, and Goku. Goku was last year. I guess Bardock was, 2020. Vegeta was 2022, and Broly was 2021. So, I mean, if that holds true, Bardock, a new Super Saiyan 3 Bardock, I would explode. That would be cool. I would not be mad at a new Super Saiyan 3 Bardock, yeah. So, let me know what you guys think. The Dokkan Now is coming up. We'll see. 2 days. Who will it be?